Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is my channel. I'm KD, and as always, we got another topic. Today, I wanted to talk to you about manhood. Now, it's not manhood to bash men, and it's not saying that there's a shortage of men or something like that. It's just the idea of manhood. I was reading about a tribe. They send their youth that's transitioning into men out in the ocean to shark hunt with their bare hands. And when they come back with the shark, they are then respected as men. And that's their initiation into manhood. That's like a journey for them. My question is, what in this country is considered a transition from adolescent youth into manhood? What is the journey that we take in American culture? But what started this was someone shared this picture, and it was a man. He was developed, strong, a big man, but he was looking at the mirror, and his reflection was not him as he was, it was him as a child, and this child was crying. And I know it signifies internal trauma, this and that, but what the nerve that was struck for me was that in this picture, this child crying, it says, how many men are walking around like this today? And with unhealed trauma, and also feeling like, hey, look, we have the appearance of men, we have the strength of men, but we have no idea what internally what a man is. You have movies, you have women telling men what a man is. But if you've never seen one and you were never taught by one, you were never educated on how to deal with your emotions, how to handle your thoughts, how to respond, this and that, then you're still learning. And that's okay. But I just have questions on what you think about that. What do you think about that? I feel like a lot of violence we see in our male youth comes from not understanding who they are or who they are to become as men. I feel like because they don't have that emotional aptitude, that emotional understanding of themselves, one, they don't have that much value and love internally for themselves. So how can they offer that to somebody else? I think that's why it's easier for me to squeeze a trigger on you than it is for me to love you, because I don't even know how to love myself. So how can I love you? And I can't give you what I don't have. But I do have a lot of violence. I do have a lot of aggression. I do have a lot of anger. And I'm not afraid to use it, because if that's what makes me feel like a man, then that's what I have to do. Anyway, my thoughts on manhood is that, it's changed over the last 70 years. The definition of what it takes to be a man, it is evolved. It's changed, but I need your help. I really want you to send me your thoughts and words on what you think makes a man. How do you transition into manhood? And if you're coming from a family with no father, you don't have uncles, you don't have a man to teach you, then, what is the expected outcome and how do you develop that? I really would like to have a greater dialogue about this when it comes to manhood, because I feel like our youth is being robbed because it's not a lot of men teaching them the right way or available to them. But, some don't have fathers. Some, they don't have much of a male influence, but they find their way. And society expects you, when you look like a man, they expect you to perform like a man, to respond like a man. You have a wife or a child and a job or whatever the case may be. If you haven't answered those questions internally, it's going to show somewhere. I think you're going to have a breakdown somewhere. When you get angry, when things aren't going your way, something's going to happen, and it's going to reveal the inconsistencies of self. These are just my thoughts about manhood today. But I would like to dialogue a bit more about this. But right now, just leave your thoughts and comments about what you think about manhood today and where we are with the youth transitioning into manhood, the young males transitioning into manhood, because if they have no incentive to transition into manhood and there's no value for it, like nobody wants a man, desires a man, there's no value in being a man for them, then what will initiate that transition for them? What's the incentive for them to transition? I mean, I think you'll end up with a lot of 40-plus-year-old teenagers because it's like, there's no need to transition. I could just be an adolescent forever. I don't know. These are my thoughts. Just let me know what you're thinking. And again, thanks for joining me. We're going to get more in depth with some other notes, talk topics. But right now, I was just thinking about manhood, and I wanted to share it with you. So please share your thoughts with me. And hey, let's get into another topic.